Look around you, the evidence is everywhere, on your clothes, on your electronics. It's in the very fabric of our daily lives, woven into the items we use without a second thought, even on the toys your children play with. From the simplest dolls to the most complex electronic gadgets, the Made in China label is a constant presence. The label Made in China has become ubiquitous, a testament to China's rise as a global manufacturing powerhouse. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It is the result of decades of strategic planning and relentless effort. From the mundane to the sophisticated, Chinese products have permeated every facet of our lives. Whether it's the phone in your pocket or the appliances in your kitchen, the reach of Chinese manufacturing is vast and deep. We have grown accustomed to their availability and affordability. The convenience and cost-effectiveness of these products have made them indispensable to modern living. But what if this flow of goods suddenly stopped? Imagine walking into a store and finding empty shelves where your favorite products used to be. What if the Made in China label disappeared from our world? The impact would be immediate and far-reaching, affecting not just consumer goods but the very fabric of global trade. The world as we know it relies heavily on the intricate web of global trade, and China sits at the heart of this web. Its role is not just significant, it is pivotal. The sheer volume of goods flowing from China to the rest of the world is staggering. Every day, countless ships and planes transport Chinese-made products to every corner of the globe. This reliance has brought benefits such as lower prices and increased consumer choice. The affordability of these products has allowed people to enjoy a higher standard of living. However, it has also created vulnerabilities. The global supply chain is a delicate balance, and any disruption can have cascading effects. The world's dependence on China for a wide range of products has become a strategic concern for many nations. Governments are increasingly aware of the risks associated with this dependence. Imagine a future where this dependence is put to the test. What would happen if the supply chains we rely on were suddenly severed? The consequences of such a scenario would be far-reaching and profound. It would not just be an economic issue but a social and political one as well. The global economy, intricately interwoven with Chinese manufacturing, would experience a seismic shock. Markets would react with volatility, and the ripple effects would be felt worldwide. Supply chains, carefully calibrated to rely on Chinese production, would be thrown into disarray. Companies would scramble to find alternatives, leading to delays and increased costs. And the geopolitical landscape, already fraught with tensions, could witness dramatic shifts and realignments. Nations might seek new alliances and trade partnerships, altering the global balance of power. Let us embark on a journey to explore this hypothetical future, a world without Made in China. It is a scenario that challenges us to think about our dependencies and the resilience of our systems. It is a journey into uncharted territory, fraught with uncertainty and potential turmoil. But it is also an opportunity to rethink and reshape our global economic landscape. But it is also a journey that can illuminate the interconnectedness of our world and the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. By understanding these dynamics, we can better prepare for a future that is both uncertain and full of potential. The sudden disappearance of Chinese goods from the global market would trigger an economic earthquake, sending shockwaves across the world. This unprecedented event would disrupt the intricate web of global trade, causing a cascade of economic challenges that would be felt in every corner of the globe. The impact would be immediate and far-reaching, affecting businesses, consumers, and governments alike. The sudden void left by Chinese products would create a scramble for alternatives, but the transition would be anything but smooth. The global economy, accustomed to the steady flow of Chinese products, would find itself grappling with shortages, price hikes, and a decline in economic activity. Supply chains, finely tuned to the rhythm of Chinese manufacturing, would be thrown into disarray. One of the most immediate consequences would be a surge in inflation. As the supply of goods dwindles, the prices of remaining products would skyrocket, putting immense pressure on household budgets. Consumers in developed countries accustomed to affordable Chinese goods would face sticker shock as prices for everyday items soared. The cost of living would rise dramatically, leading to a decrease in disposable income and a shift in spending habits. From clothing and footwear to electronics and appliances, the cost of living would rise significantly, eroding purchasing power and dampening consumer demand. This would lead to a slowdown in economic growth, as consumers cut back on non-essential purchases. The impact on businesses would be equally severe. Companies that rely on Chinese components or raw materials would face significant disruptions, forcing them to seek alternative suppliers, often at higher costs. Manufacturers reliant on Chinese components or raw materials would face disruptions in their production processes, leading to delays, order backlogs, and potentially even factory closures. The ripple effects would be felt throughout the supply chain, affecting countless industries. Retailers, deprived of their usual supply of Chinese goods, would struggle to keep shelves stocked, leading to frustrated customers and lost sales. The retail sector would face significant challenges in maintaining inventory levels and meeting consumer demand. The overall impact on global GDP would be undeniably negative. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that a disruption in one area can have far-reaching consequences, leading to a slowdown in economic growth worldwide. The World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and other international organizations would likely downgrade their growth forecasts as the ripple effects of reduced trade and economic uncertainty spread throughout the global economy. These organizations would be tasked with finding ways to mitigate the impact and support affected economies. Governments around the world would face pressure to respond, but finding effective solutions in such a complex and interconnected world would be a daunting task. Policymakers would need to navigate a myriad of challenges, balancing short-term relief with long-term strategies to stabilize their economies. Imagine a world where the flow of goods is severely restricted. Without Chinese products, global trade faces unprecedented challenges. Countries scramble to find alternatives, but the sheer scale of dependency on China makes it a monumental task. Supply chains are disrupted, leading to shortages and increased prices. It's a global choke point that affects every corner of the world. As nations grapple with the new reality, alliances begin to shift. Countries that were once heavily reliant on China start to seek new partners. Emerging markets become crucial players, and old rivalries are set aside in the name of economic survival. The geopolitical landscape is altered, with new alliances forming and old ones dissolving. It's a time of uncertainty and opportunity. Businesses around the world are forced to adapt. Some pivot to new markets while others innovate to reduce their dependency on Chinese products. Governments implement policies to support local industries and encourage self-sufficiency. It's a turbulent period, but also one of resilience and ingenuity. The economic storm is fierce, but with determination and creativity, it can be navigated. In the midst of these unprecedented challenges, the importance of international cooperation becomes abundantly clear. No single country, no matter how powerful, can tackle these complex issues alone. Collaborative efforts are essential to create a more resilient and sustainable global economy. By working together, nations can build a future that's less dependent on any one player, ensuring long-term stability and prosperity for all. The need for cooperation has never been more critical, as we face global crises that require unified action.